Good morning, students. I hope everybody is fine at home and you people have started studying for the third semester. In the last two sessions, we have studied lesson number 13, Remembering Chadar Trek. Today again we'll continue the same chapter, and here we'll see the second blog written by Arun Bhatt. Yesterday we have started the second blog, that is Nomadic Shepherds of the High Himalayas, okay? And it is written by Arun Bhatt. It was written on 14th May 2018. So here in this blog we have seen that the blogger writes about his visit to the Himalayas, where he had met the Changpa community. Okay, it's Changpa, it's a name of a group of people, those who are living on the high Himalayas. And here he writes about them, and he says that when he met the Changpa people, he met them on the high Himalayas, and he saw their tents from a very far distance. And in the beginning, when he saw them, he saw the tents of these Changpa nomadic people, and he thought that they are simply spots, small spots in the sky. But later on, when he saw the smoke coming out from their tents, then he realized that they are the tents of the nomadic people. And he came, till that time he had the information that these Changpa people, they don't live on these high places. He had the knowledge that these people, they are not living in these high places. But after few years, he came to know that Changpa people, they stay on these high places not only in the winters, not only in the summer season, but also during the winter season also, when the temperature is below -25 degrees Celsius. That time also these nomadic people, Changpa people, they keep on living in these areas, facing all the difficulties. They have been living there. Now we will continue from the next paragraph. Over the years, I had many encounters with Changpa people during my wanderings in the high altitude Changthang region adjoining Tibet. A few weeks after I first saw their tents, I had an opportunity to wander in one of their settlements in a place of spellbinding beauty. The land they had chosen was carpeted with lush green grass on a kind of soft ground where you relish walking barefoot. Small streams, springs that emerged from gaps in the ground crisscrossed the fresh landscape. When you looked up, mountains in every direction were adorned with thick cover of snow on their peaks. The skies appeared eternally blue. Yaks, cows, a few sheep that had not made their way up the mountains, and a handful of donkeys grazed happily on the tender grass. Okay. Now here the blogger Arun Bhatt says that over the years, means from last many years, he had encounter with Changpa people. Encounter means he had met. He had a meeting with these people during his wandering, the time he is visiting these places in the high altitude Changthang region adjoining Tibet. Okay, adjoining means which is at the side of, okay, at the side of something. So the Changthang region, it is just beside Tibet. Okay, so during these places, okay, during this time, he had met, when he is visiting these places, he had met Changpa people many times. And a few weeks after, I first saw their tents. I had an opportunity. Okay, so in the last paragraph, we have seen that he got the chance to see their tents, okay, settlements where they are pitching their tents, making tents and staying. So he got the chance. Opportunity means chance. he got the chance to wander. Wander means to roam around, to visit one of their settlements. Settlements means I have already told, the place where they pitch their tents, okay, small tents, because they are living in the tent because they are moving from one place to another place. They don't have permanent houses, okay, and their settlement was not in a very dry place, but it was very beautiful place, spellbinding. That means very beautiful, okay, extremely beautiful. Natural scenes were there. There he had got the chance to visit their settlement. The land they had chosen was carpeted, and these Changpa people, they have selected such a place. The place had green grass over the field, okay. Carpeted means it was covered with lush green grass, okay. It looked like somebody has spread green color carpet on it, on a kind of soft ground where you relish walking barefoot. And such beautiful place it was. The ground was covered with green grass, and people like to walk on it barefooted. Barefooted means without any shoes or something. People like relish. Relish means great enjoyment. People would enjoy walking barefooted on it. Small streams, springs that emerged from gaps in the ground crisscross the fresh landscape. And on the ground there were small streams, okay, small water bodies. They were that emerged. Emerged means become known or revealed. From in between the ground there were small streams coming out, and they were crisscrossing, okay, crossing each other and moving from one place to another place, and fresh landscape was there. When you looked up, mountains in every direction were adorned with thick cover of snow on their peaks. And standing there, when you will look on towards the mountains, you will see that the mountains peaks were adorned. Adorned means make more beautiful or attractive, okay. When if somebody looks at the mountains, they would see the mountain peaks, okay. They are covered with thick snow and it looked very beautiful, okay. The skies appeared eternally blue, and the sky that was full, it was covered with blue color, eternally blue. Eternally means permanently blue. It was looking like permanent blue color is spread there. And the ground was full of the animals like yaks, cows, and a few sheep. The sheep, those who did not get the chance to climb on the mountains, those who were unable to climb the mountains, they were on the ground. And a handful of donkeys, okay, the few donkeys were grazing the grass, tender grass happily. I was lost in the joy of the landscapes, wandering aimlessly, when a freak storm hit us unaware. The raindrops were thick enough to hurt, and it was so cold that my entire face grew numb in a matter of minutes. But in good time, we were called by a friendly Changpa lady into her tent and were rejuvenated with a cup of hot milk. And here the blogger says that time he was wandering aimlessly, means without any aim, leisurely. He was moving here and there, no destinations to go there. So he was visiting here and there. And then suddenly a freak of storm. Freak means unusual, unexpected. Suddenly a storm hit them, okay. Suddenly it started raining, okay. The raindrops were very thick, okay. It was so thick that it hurt the blogger. And the water, the drops of the water, that was so cold that his entire face became numb. Numb means unconscious, okay. He became unconscious because it is a very cold region. And the ice drops, the raindrops that was falling, it hit on his face and he became almost unconscious within a minute. But very soon, within a minute, in a good time, a friendly Changpa lady. Some people knew the blogger, so he was welcomed. He was called by one of the Changpa lady in her tent, and there she offered a hot cup of milk to the blogger, and he was rejuvenated. Rejuvenated means make someone look or feel better. After having a hot cup of milk, he felt much better. Otherwise, he was almost unconscious. Okay, the water drops, the cold water drops had hit on his face, and he was almost unconscious. In the last decade, I have had many such chance encounters and as many planned visits to the Changpas in the unforgiving landscapes of Ladakh. Friends from the community have always welcomed me to the region and have taken me around to places that don't get much attention from outside. Now here the blogger says, in the last decade, from the last 10 years, he had many encounters, means he had visited, he had got the chance to meet these people, Changpa people, and visit these places many times. Okay, as many planned visits to the Changpas in the unforgiving landscapes of Ladakh. Okay, so many places of Ladakh he had visited many times, and unforgiving means here it means very beautiful, which he cannot forget. Okay, friends from the community have always welcomed me. And Changpa people, they knew the blogger, so they had always welcomed him. They always felt happy whenever he visited their settlements, their tents. And many times they had taken the blogger to the unknown places also. There are many places which is not known by the trekkers and the tourists. Some hidden places are also there. But the local people, they used to take the blogger to these such places and have taken me around to places that don't get much attention from the outsiders. These places, they are not, people does not know about it. Such places, the local people, they used to take him there. Despite being exposed to their way of life for nearly a decade now, I continue to be amazed by their resilience to the harsh weather and tough terrain they live in. In the last few years, a handful of Changpa have attempted to explore an urban lifestyle that offered better comforts, made possible with a boom in tourism in the highlands. And surprisingly, some of them have returned to Changthang to find comfort in their traditional shepherding lifestyle. Now here the blogger says, despite being exposed to their way of life for nearly a decade now, okay, from past 10 years, the people, the community who had been living here in the Changthang region, they are exposed to the modern world. Means they knew that in other places technology has improved a lot. But the blogger is very much surprised to know that the people, those who are living there, they still continue the same old traditional lifestyle. Okay, resilience means it means recover quickly from difficulties. Though they had to face so many difficulties because of this harsh weather, it's a very cold region, and because of that they have to face so many difficulties, but they used to come out, they used to overcome from these all difficulties very easily. Quickly they come out from all kinds of difficulties, and they still keep on living in this tough terrain. Terrain means physical features of a stretch of land. This area had a very difficult features for people to live in, but still the Changpa people, they are still living there in this difficult condition and situation. In the last few years, a handful of Changpa have attempted to explore an urban lifestyle that offered better comforts, made possible with a boom in tourism in the highlands. Okay? And from last few years, a handful, few people, few Changpa people, they have attempted to explore an urban lifestyle. Means from these mountains, from these mountain hilly areas, they came to the smooth land. Okay, they came to the plain areas to live, to adopt the urban, the town lifestyle. Okay, and to get better comforts, because in the plain land they would get more facilities rather than the facilities what they are getting in the mountains. Okay, so made possible with a boom in tourism in the highlands, and they came there and they got different types of jobs there, because it's a hilly area, tourist place, so there is a lot of job opportunity. They came here and they got job also. And surprisingly, some of them have returned to Changthang to find comfort in their traditional shepherding lifestyle. And even after that, though they get some comfortable life, they got job also because of the tourism, but still the people, those who came from this Changthang region to the plain area, they returned back to their traditional lifestyle. They did not want to live the modern lifestyle, so they returned back to the Changthang region, to the hilly area, because they were more comfortable in their traditional shepherding lifestyle. They like to do shepherding, means to take care of their sheep and take them to the hilly area for the grazing. Okay, they were more comfortable in that. Every year we spend a week with Changpa people living in their settlements, learning about their culture and photographing their everyday life. Join us on a photography tour to witness, understand and capture the life of Changpa nomads on this photography tour. Okay. Now here the blogger says every year they have been spending their life with these Changpa people in their settlements. Settlements I have already told, the places where they are pitching their tents in the hilly areas. Okay, so he is getting chance to live with them, and while he is living with them, he is learning more about them, about their culture, and as he is living with them, he used to take photographs of their day-to-day life. Whatever they are doing, he is taking pictures of them, and these pictures you can get it on the if you can visit his website, you will get the photographs, more photographs what he has taken there while living in their settlements. If you want to witness that, you can go to his website and you can check and capture the life of Changpa nomads on this photography tour. Okay, so if you also want to experience the same thing, you can also join with him and get the same experience what he had during his visits to this Changthang region. Okay, so that is his blog written about the Changthang region and the Chadar trek. So it was a blog written by Arun Bhatt. I hope it is clear to you all. It's word meaning, question answers. Again I will upload. Yesterday also I have uploaded some question answer. So complete the work, okay, and then keep on learning. Whatever is taught, start learning it from now onwards only. Okay, take care and have a nice day.